Capitol newsroom now. It has been more than 150 years since the United States ratified the 13th Amendment abolishing slavery, but forms of it still exist in Tennessee.
And now it's up to Tennessee voters to remove it. There's an amendment on the ballot this fall. News 2's Chelsea Bimeford joined us live with a look at one advocacy group's work to get it passed. Chelsea?
Well, Bob, the group leading the charge to vote yes on Amendment 3 says words matter, and just a simple tweak in language could finally abolish all forms of slavery here in Tennessee.
This is God's work. The work of abolition has always been about God's work, and that's what we're doing.
In 2012, Jeannie Alexander was working as a chaplain at Riverbend Maximum Security Prison in Nashville. That's where she met an inmate who inspired her to help amend Tennessee's Constitution.
He was the person who educated me to the fact that, in fact, the 13th Amendment had not abolished slavery in this country, nor had the state constitutions. That what they did was create an exception.
Right now, the Constitution says slavery and involuntary servitude are forever prohibited in Tennessee.
And then it says, except when a person has been duly convicted of a crime.
Theda Murphy and Alexander with United Tennessee are working to change that wording and put an end to all forms of slavery in the state. In 2021, state lawmakers passed a joint resolution removing that language and adding, slavery and involuntary servitude are forever prohibited. Nothing in this section shall prohibit an inmate from working when the inmate has been duly convicted of a crime.
Politics is extremely polarized in this state. In the entire country. But this was not polarizing. It passed overwhelmingly through 2 sessions in the General Assembly because it's so obvious. Everyone we talk to about this, that's like, this is so obvious. This should never be in our Constitution.
The final decision now lies in the hands of Tennessee voters this November under Amendment 3.
Amendment 3 changes everything, in my opinion, for people who are in prison and people who are on parole, because now we have to be seen as equals.
We actually need to put the values that we say we have into practice, into place in every way, with no exceptions at all.
History is about to change in this state.
Now, in order to vote on the Amendment 3 this fall, you must also cast a ballot in the Tennessee governor's race. Reporting live from the state capitol, Chelsea Bimeford, News 2.